This is part 2 of running Across Azeroth, where every mile I run in game, I run on a treadmill. On the second day, I decided to add a total distance tracker to the add-on. I was also wondering if swimming or running while I'm dead should count towards my running total. Swimming, probably not, because the character isn't running, that's the whole point of this. And how I plan to level has very little water and probably won't let me abuse swimming all that much. Being dead should probably count, because it'd be like an added punishment for dying. Today was the Fargo mine, so dying was a high possibility there. There's also a few quests around the mine that I decided whether I'd want to take or not, because I know a lot of them involve running back and forth. So I had to really consider how much XP I would get and whether I should grind out a little bit more before going back to Goldshire. What I don't want to do is just grind mobs infinitely just to get higher levels. Because if I wanted to, I could just sit in one spot and grind mobs to level 60, more or less. I mean, I would have to move every couple levels, but that'd be the only real way I would get some movement and distance in this challenge. So I probably would stick to just doing a regular-ish leveling style. At this point, I started to find a spot where I was leveling and just throw my knives to pull mobs. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of look like a bot in some of these clips. This also started to complement how I travel around between quests and questing zones, where I'd line myself up on the map and then just move straight in that direction and killing anything that gets in my way, which helped me move there faster as well as get a little bit of XP on the way. I managed to hit level 6 before I needed to go inside the cave, which is probably pretty good. Once I was in there, getting out would be a little scary because not only would I be risking dying, I would also risk having to run out the entire cave to get to safety. This kind of run forces me to plant my feet where I am and try and really do the best that I can with whatever I got. Fortunately enough, I found a priest inside the caves and he was able to help me get a necklace off Goldtooth. And with that all done, I had a bunch of quests I could turn in back at Goldshire, so I did some calculation to see how much XP I would need to get to level 7. Which I was lucky enough to actually have the exact amount of XP I needed to get to level 7 with the quest turn-ins. With these two levels, I had 2.04 miles to run, which I reduced to 1.94 because I overran in part 1 by 0.1 miles. I felt a little better with running this time, but still a little difficult. I'll be putting an early version of my add-on on Patreon for anyone that wants it. I plan on fully releasing it on Courage Forge at some point for anyone that wants it for free. Subscribe and follow to stay updated.